Good morning. I'm Sarah Pearson in the News 2 Alert Center with your Morning Pulse. Happening today. Thousands in Lexington are now officially out of work as the city's largest employer, the Tyson food plant, is permanently shut down. This decision has drawn backlash from community members and politicians on both sides of the aisle. Senator Pete Ricketts told the Nebraska Examiner last week that he tried to encourage Tyson to keep the plant open. Along with more than 3,200 people that will lose their jobs, a report from UNL estimates a statewide loss of $3.28 billion annually. We will have more on this story tonight at 6. In Capitol coverage, currently a bipartisan group of state senators is proposing a bill. They're pushing for new members of the legislature to take a 20-question civics test and publicly post the scores. A passing grade would not be required and the answers would remain confidential, but the raw scores would be listed on the legislator's official website and also on the lawmaker's official public biography. The results would not affect the ability of any lawmaker to hold or continue to serve in a public role. A hands-on workshop was held Monday night at the West Central Research, Extension, and Education Center to help landowners and producers address the growing spread of cedar trees across Nebraska's grassland. Eastern red cedars continue to expand into pasture and rangeland, threatening valuable forage for grazing livestock and reducing habitat for native wildlife. In some areas of the state, grass production has declined by as much as 75% over the past 3 decades due to cedar tree encroachment. During the workshop, participants learned practical strategies for managing cedar growth with a strong focus on the use of prescribed fire as a management tool. Instructors emphasized the importance of proper planning, weather conditions, and fire breaks to ensure burns remain safe and controlled. Their goal is to help landowners use prescribed burning effectively to slow the spread of cedars, restore grassland health, and protect Nebraska's working landscapes. Today's popcorn industry extends far beyond the traditional movie theaters, from gourmet popcorn shops and online retailers to streaming snack deliveries and artisanal flavored varieties. Nebraska's popcorn reaches consumers through channels that barely existed a decade ago. In fact, Nebraska consistently ranks among the nation's top popcorn producers, supplying between 40 and 45% of the country's popcorn. In recent years, has competed with Indiana. This friendly rivalry has gained traction on social media, with both states promoting their popcorn heritage to younger audiences through TikTok, Instagram, and food influencer partnerships. Discover the full story on our News 2 app on Roku. In sports, Indiana also popping off on the football field last night as the Hoosiers took home their first ever national championship with a 27-21 win over Miami. Heisman quarterback Fernando Mendoza scored the game-winning touchdown in the fourth quarter and took home offensive MVP honors. Indiana's run was quite the feat as they came into the season with the most losses in program history in college football. Head coach Curt Cignetti led the Hoosiers to the title in just his second year as head coach. Indiana caps off a perfect season at 16-0. And to close out today's Morning Pulse, here is a look at your 7-day forecast. And here's Travis with your most recent weather outlook this morning.
Now let's go ahead and take a live look outside in Hastings here, as we've had a chilly morning, but looks like it's going to warm up a bit for us, Travis. One of the nicer days of the week, it seems.
Yeah, you know, we've kind of had this mix of clouds and sun, as you see there, kind of partly sunny skies right now, but enough of that sunshine to help warm things up after what was a pretty cold start out there. But you know what? It's going to get a lot colder down the road later on this week. We have warmed up now mostly into the 20s and 30s across much of the area, with your warmest temperatures over southern and especially western areas, where we've got temperatures up into the low mid 30s, even some upper 30s and lower 40s in western Nebraska. Still about as cold as 21 in Norfolk and a few upper teens up there near the Nebraska and South Dakota and Iowa border there in the northeast corner of the state, 17 over towards Omaha. We do have partly to mostly sunny skies with maybe some thicker clouds in northern Nebraska. Might be seeing a few snow flurries here and there, but nothing that's really accumulating right now. I'd be especially watching western Kippahaw County, where there might be some very light snow trying to fall at this point here. It shouldn't amount to much, though. For the Tri-Cities area, I'm going to call it partly cloudy here and then maybe becoming mostly cloudy later today. Temperatures are going to try to make their way up above 40 degrees later today, which again does make it one of the nicer days this week. Winds a little bit breezy out of the south-southwest. They'll turn more northwesterly as we head into this evening. In North Platte, we have actually a lot of sunshine right now. You're going to see increasing cloud cover later today and into tonight. On your way to the upper 40s, maybe getting close to 50 this afternoon. Winds will go from westerly to more northwesterly. And again, they will be a little bit breezy out there at 5 to 15 miles per hour. We're going to bring you more details of that forecast, including a big plunge in temperatures. We do have a weather alert day out. In fact, 2 of them out for the end of the week. More details to come in just a little bit, Alyssa.
All right.